Hey there guys, today we will be looking at Baa Baa's FU Harvey Cat 4. Which things? Can you just like, no, you can't just, focus for once? Okay. Anyway, 8.4% New England IPA. If I remember correctly, they said this one was 9 different hops, primarily focusing on Idaho 7. What's interesting to note about this is that on the bottom it says FU Mo. So I'm kind of wondering if this was intended to be Mo, and then they sort of released it as Cat 4, maybe altered it a little bit. I didn't really ask him specifically about that, but the fact that it had that many hops plus says FU Mo on the bottom is kind of what my thought process was on that. So anyway, canned on September 8th or the 16th, so 8 days old. Super fresh. I was trying to hold off to get the FU Harvey glasses, but I did not get into the first email round, so I'll be using the trusty Treehouse glass. With all that said, I hadn't had this one yet. I had Cat 3 on draft, but did not have this one on draft. So let's check it out. Oh boy. Okay, so this one looks even hazier. Oh man. So this, wow. Carbonation. The carbonation of this kind of reminds me of how mine poured. That was quite aggressive. So huge foamy white head, very hazy, has that kind of deep, I don't know, pineapple, orange, mango type juice color to it. And yeah, so how are you guys doing? Just kind of sit here and wait a little bit, wait for this guy to cool off. No, nothing much going on today. Watching college football. Talking to Jake right now as I review this beer. So, let's see what we can get off this guy without trying to get foam in my nose. So not a great aroma off this so far, just because of all the head on it, but getting a very grassy, tropical, of course, character as usual from Baa Baa. Almost like a little bit spicy too. Fruit, I'd say guava. Definitely guava and mango. Orange, per usual. Come on. This guy just does not want to recede. Yeah, a lot of big guava. Mango, but more unripened. Like I said, orange. Maybe that hint of lime zest again. It's really, really grassy though, and it has almost a spicy kind of character that I've gotten sometimes off of like Belgian saisons. Not quite super intense, but it's just sort of this underlying, almost like, I don't want to say peppercorn, but it has this bit of kind of spiciness to it. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what we can get. So, cheers. Wow. That is really intense. So, it's still a little bit cold too. That is just bursting with flavor. I need to get another. So up front, really tropical. A lot of what I had mentioned with guava, getting a little bit more papaya here on the taste. Definitely juicy orange, even more orange zest now. Not really pulling pineapple. They were talking about they had gotten dried apricots off of either one of these. I don't know if I could say I pulled that much. But there's another fruit I can't quite get right off the top of my tongue right now. But as I mentioned, really mostly is unripened mango, guava, orange zest, lime zest. The carbonation is incredible, super soft. Really reminds me of Treehouse. I think they just perfect 5 out of 5 in that regard. Does have a bit more assertive bitterness than Cat 3. Cat 3 was pretty well restrained. This is a little bit more towards Clips in that sense. A bit more of that kind of intense bitterness initially to start. I'm picking up a bit of that kind of resinous sort of grapefruit quality a little bit on the back end. You know, I don't even want to say grapefruit actually. Just kind of that earthy resinous character. Just a little bit that's well, not a little bit, but lingers. I wouldn't call it a primary flavor, but it lingers with that bitterness. This kind of nice doughy yeasty oat malt character as well, but not malty at all, of course. So let me give it one more sip. I want to get a nice little picture of this guy, but give it one more. See if it's opened up a little bit. Oh, it also had a bit of this, not a bit, but it kind of was pretty intense in that grassy vegetal character. A little bit more vegetal than I thought. I don't want to go and say as much as I've gotten off of Ghost in the Machine, but a little bit towards that. Yeah, on the back end, that kind of stringency comes in. Pretty strong. Not like, I actually didn't really get that much off of Cat 3. Definitely here. It does have a hint of that sort of like orange sorbet bubblegum type character to it. Definitely on the nose. Yeah, definitely on the nose. Orange sorbet bubblegum. I think that intense kind of hop character really starts to cover that off as far as that grassiness. Kind of covers it up a bit. It's definitely more grassy, I would say, than kind of sweet tropical fruit forward. A lot of that still. But I thought that just the intense kind of resinous and grassy character from this guy is more the star of the show, I think, than some of the tropical fruit flavors that Cat 3 had. I keep looking off this way because I have a can over here. But anyway, still fantastic. I like this, I think, just a bit more than Eclipse, but not as much as Meanie or Cat 3. So I'm going to go 4.75, pretty easy on this guy. Excuse me. I think just a little bit toned down bitterness, and it's a bit more kind of a tropical fruit character off of this, as and less of that kind of grassy earthiness. I do like the grass character, but it's a little bit more fruit. Would elevate this up to a 5. So that's pretty much it for Cat 4. So fantastic, and for 8.4, no alcohol whatsoever. I mean, just knocking out of the park as always, as these guys do. So as always, cheers, and I will catch you guys later.